For those of you who don't know, I am from South Africa. I'm a man in a suit, and I'm from South Africa. And yes, I am a Twitch streamer residing in South Africa. Yes, this is going to be about my personal experiences as a Twitch streamer in South Africa. At the time of this video, of this recording, I am not a partnered streamer yet, even though I wear the suit. But I digress. The purpose of this video series, or whatever you want to call it, is to perhaps enlighten people not from South Africa on how things work here, and perhaps making a tiny blip on the world's radar that South Africa is amazing. And it actually exists. Because, to be honest, as a Twitch streamer, I've realized that South Africa is as of yet unknown on the global market when it comes to games and gaming. Let's start with the big elephant in the room, TELKOM. The long and short of it, at the time of this video, is that if you get wired internet in South Africa, you will most likely end up using TELKOM. Sure, TELKOM provides their ADSL and most likely fiber via their ISP TELKOM Internet to consumer and business customers. TELKOM sounds like your average ISP, right? Here's the second part of that statement. They provide ADSL and fiber through TELKOM wholesale to other licensed operators. These licensed operators, like MWeb and AfriHost, uses TELKOM's copper infrastructure to resell ADSL, and in this case fiber, services. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let that sink in for a minute. When it comes to wired internet connections, you will eventually go through TELKOM, and there's no other way around it. At the end of the deal, TELKOM will be there. Now I hear you say, but Zaffa, what about the wireless options we have, like Centec and iClicks and whatnot? Well, sure, you don't have a TELKOM line, but at their respective bases of operations, they most likely connect to a multitude of TELKOM lines to give you that internet. But for this video, we will focus on wired connections. So let's pull it back. Come on, let's pull it back. TELKOM does have some form of competition though, with the name of Neotel, and they are using wireless technology to circumvent Telkom's unwillingness to unbundle the local loop. And this led many to believe that Neotel is just nothing more than a cellular operator instead of the much needed competitor to Telkom. You might be thinking to yourself, whoa, Zaffa, that's a really bleak statement on Telkom. Oh no, dear viewer. The aforementioned section are mostly facts that you can actually check out on Wikipedia. The actual juicy bit where Telkom is actually criticized not only by me, but the general populace of South Africa is coming up. So grab your popcorn, have your favorite drink, sit back. This is going to be at the very least interesting, if not unbelievable. The general South African populace is really displeased with Telkom. If any one of us are experiencing internet problems, we blame Telkom. We do not blame our ISPs. We blame Telkom. In fact, back in January 2007, a full-page advertisement was taken out in the Mail and Guardian, a national South African newspaper. And the money for the advertisement, listen to this, the money for the advertisement, ladies and gentlemen, was donated by dissatisfied individuals and businesses. The ad was used as a public outcry, detailing some of the things Telkom has done in hopes of bringing more attention to the current situation in South Africa's telecoms industry. Just pause the video here and read the ad. Just check it out. It is a good read. Now, onwards to a thing called ADSL capping. Yeah, Telkom introduced a monthly traffic limit or cap. And according to the overlords at Telkom, this was a measure instituted in order for the South African network not to become congested with an overflow of information. Obviously, the ADSL community felt that this monthly traffic limit were strategically put in place by Telkom to obtain the maximum amount of money from ADSL users. Tell me, Telkom, are your wallets congested with the overflow of cash? So get this, right? Telkom offers extra bandwidth to users for a price. If this limit is exceeded during the course of the month, the connection is capped, denying international access to the web while allowing access to local websites until the end of the month. Wow, Telkom, how's this a good idea? I'm pretty sure your wallets are uncapped with this scheme. Oh wait, you can actually buy extra bandwidth if you do run out. Yeah, let's cap their internet so that our wallets can remain uncapped. Oh, and if you thought that was bad, not only is ADSL capping a thing, but a thing called shaping. Oh yes, dear viewer, there's another way for Telkom to fuck the average South African gamer and Twitch streamer over. Listen to this, right? Refill your popcorn and listen to this sham fuckery. Yes, I said it. Sham fuckery. Telkom introduced port prioritization or shaping. Again, this exists so that networks can avoid becoming congested with too much information. Shaping was an idea conceived to benefit businesses in which employees all shared the same internet connection. So, if employees used bandwidth hogging applications such as P2P applications and network-intense online games, those often slowed down networks dramatically, preventing other users from actually working. Who the hell plays games while they're working? I'm not talking about Twitch, I'm talking about your average job. Who the hell plays games while you're working? Oh well, leave it to them. This works for large companies, preventing users from playing online games or using P2P applications. But as the home user, we have no choice in the matter. Home connections to the internet also gets shaped, and to get an unshaped or semi-shaped connection, one has to pay over exorbitant prices, about roughly 2 times more, to get your connection unshaped. Now, I have personally suffered the effects of shaping as a Twitch streamer. Somewhere around August 2016, I couldn't stream for about a week, because even though I was on an uncapped line, I was still shaped once I reached 200 gigs for the month. That is known as a soft cap, something instituted once the user reaches a certain gigabyte amount. Now, for the average South African non-gamer, this does not feel like a bad thing. 200 gigs is a lot. For those non-gamers, I give you the example of the recently released Doom game. It's 50 gigabytes. Now, let that sink in for a second. If you download 4 games per month of roughly the same size, your account gets shaped. And now I can hear you asking, "But Zaffa, what's the point to all this?" That, dear viewer, is a very good question. And this video is to enlighten you on perhaps the main reason why there is little to no streamers from South Africa at this point in time. Because it is difficult to get started, not to mention the monetary investment involved. But, and this is a test for those of you who leave, people are probably commenting down below before they've reached this part, so this is a test. I recently found out that it is not entirely Telkom's fault for these prices and expensive internet connections. There is someone higher than Telkom responsible for these prices. Telkom only gives through the prices that are given to them. I wonder who these people are. Unfortunately, my sources could not come back to me before I recorded this video, so we will have to come back to this particular topic at a later point in time. You know, you think TELKOM is the bad guy. Kind of like the blue dude from Guardians of the Galaxy. Not really a bad guy. Kind of like him. That blue dude. You know the blue dude I'm talking about. By the way, I've recently watched Guardians of the Galaxy. And it got me to thinking, ladies and gentlemen, viewer, it got me to thinking that maybe I'm not particularly a guardian of the galaxy. I am just a man in a suit. But maybe I am the guardian of South African gaming. And I thank you for bestowing that honor upon me. I will take this honor of Guardian of South African gaming with me, and together we might make a change to gaming and the internet in South Africa. It is my burden to let you all know. It's a burden I take with honor. You just have to believe in your guardian of South Africa.